Hey everyone, Devin Nash here, and this is the first video on an actual personal development topic for this channel. I want to talk today about a quote that I was thinking about this morning. You are good enough to be great. What does that mean? You are good enough to be great. I want to challenge a basic assumption about self-mastery and about ourselves that I think we all carry to some degree. And that is that you may think that you are not capable of doing the thing you want to do for a million different reasons that you put in your head, or probably more likely that someone else puts in your head. Let me offer a story. When I started off in dancing, some of you might know that I love dancing, and I got fairly good at it. You can YouTube it if you really know what to look for. There's a few videos out there. I was terrible at dancing the first day I did it. I was awful. And I had a couple of my friends watching the first time I ever tried to dance, and it was abysmal. It was really, really bad. And throughout that time when I was practicing, I did a lot of my work online. When I was doing a live broadcast, I would stream, and at the beginning of the stream, I would dance to practice because, one, because I kind of loved it. I liked creating that hype for it, but also because I just wanted to practice and get better. And I got all these comments about, how terrible I was at it and everything. And now when I dance, years later, I think I've been practicing for 3 or 4 years now. Everybody's like really impressed. They're like, "Oh, wow, that's amazing." And I see it as like kind of this evolution, but people don't see the hundreds of hours I put into it. They just see the end result. And they make a flash judgment. They're either, "Oh, wow, that's really impressive. You're incredible at that," or "You're awful and like you need to get off the stage because you're embarrassing yourself and everybody in here." And that, I think, is how we feel about an enormous amount of skills that we think that we're not good at, because we didn't put in the consistency and the hard work to make it happen. It's going to take hours, if not years, to get to the master level of the skill that you want to learn and the thing that you want to do. And if you're passionate about something, like you love something, but you just have tried it and you're not good enough at it, you have probably simply just not put in enough time to get good at it. I know that I've mentioned before, I'm not good on camera. I act like I'm presenting. And to practice, I'm doing these videos and I'm doing a ton of Snapchats, and I know that it's gonna take thousands of videos for me to get good at this, for me to be able to convey this message that I want to show you, which is that you can improve your life and that you can go out there and really be great. It's gonna take me a ton of videos. This video is probably not gonna do it. It might be boring, I might ramble on, I might not get the message across that I want to, but I'm okay with that because I know that my life is a life in practice. It's something that I'm always evolving to become better at. Everything I do is that. And you may have these beliefs that you, when you were a kid, were not good at math because you got bad test scores and now you're just never gonna be good at math, or that you were unable to do some skill because you had a big failure, or your parents didn't encourage you to do it. We're taught that from a super young age. When we fall down off something, it says, "Oh, be careful. Don't do that again. Don't try something new. Don't try something dangerous. Don't take risks. Sit in your house, play computer games. Don't think about all that scary stuff out there, and don't try to be great." That is what our society is teaching us right now and enforcing. That's what our schools teach us. You don't have to fit that rubric. You don't have to do that. And the way you get out of it is you challenge your assumptions about your own skill set and what you can be good at. The best thing that I can recommend is to find a hobby and get really good at it. And by get really good, here's what I mean. I mean, if you want to get good at, let's say, Tai Chi, a martial art, you need to go to Tai Chi class 2 to 3 times a week for a year. And you're gonna suck at it at first, but the thing that separates greatness from people who are not great and are just gonna try something and then stop doing it is consistency. I think we want instant results. Everything in our society feels like it's instant results. I want my food now, I want my skill now, I want this now, and so like everything's being delivered to us faster. Go faster. But the truth is that it takes a really long time to get good at something, and it takes a very long time to master something. When you go into something that you want to do, especially if it's a passion or a hobby, be prepared to do that and track your progress for years. And be prepared to go on that journey. That part of the human element, the element of being human, is to grow in accordance with learning skills. It is going to take you a long time to get good at something. You have to be prepared for that. So when you choose your thing, make sure that you are going to get into it consistently. Don't treat it like a diet. Oh, I'm going to go on a diet for 30 days. Instead, you should say, I'm committed to eating healthy food for the rest of my life. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to have lapses. There are going to be some days where I eat bad. And I'm not going to treat that as an ultimate failure and then just quit everything and stop doing it. Instead, I'm going to move forward with it. I'm going to eat healthy the next day, and I'm going to try to win the day the next day. I understand there's going to be failures along the way. Most people, when they fail, or they fail hard enough, they quit. The difference between the person you want to become and the person who quits is that you keep going, especially through the hard parts. And that's what's going to help you become a greater version of yourself. That's what's going to help you feel way, way better about who you are. And it's going to increase your confidence tenfold if you've got a good skill that you're good at. I can't tell you how much something as simple as dancing, which I barely ever get to use. There's occasionally a party or a conference or something where I can bust out, but it's pretty rare. But I got it in there because I know that I took control of something myself and I mastered it. That was something that really took me to the next level of confidence for myself. And that's something that I want to invite you to try. So you can get started, just you probably have a skill already that you wanted to learn or something that you really are interested in, but you just haven't gotten around to it. And I can give you a couple recommendations, just things that I've been interested in lately. Rock climbing, I love it. You can find a bouldering gym. You can find a real gym and you can work out and do weight training, or running, writing, getting better at videos is always good. It's something that I'm really working on right now through doing these. But there are just a million skills. Maybe you want to build something. I can't imagine. Maybe you want to get better at swimming. Maybe you want to be a better public speaker. There are tons of things that you can improve, and there are resources all over the place now because we have the internet and apps and all these groups and things and meetup sites and everything that you can just meet other people who are also interested in doing this and will encourage you to do it. So don't just waste your time existing, go for something and really try to do it, and keep me updated on your progress. If you actually do this and you find it's useful, then please Snapchat me or Twitter me and tell me what you're thinking and what you're going after, because I would love to hear it. But challenge your assumption about the fact that you can't be good at something. Challenge your assumption that you can't learn anything new. And go for something that you're going to be passionate about, or maybe something that you just want to try. And stay consistent with it and see where it takes you. So that's the first video for this channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys again next time. Stay hungry.